morning, everyone. Marie Lou Retton said, optimism as a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you. On that optimistic note, good morning to one and all. A warm welcome to all present. Old habits die hard, so before I begin, I would like to take a moment to remind all the students to ensure that they have a candle and a matchbox or any source of light for that matter ready for passing of the light ceremony. I hope all of you have managed to find the graduation hat filter on Zoom and have it ready. Okay, so today, the 15th of May, 2021, the 135th day of the Gregorian calendar marks a very important transformational journey for all the students gathered here. What makes today even more special is the presence of your parents who have joined us to support you as they always have. We at Gurukul are extremely pleased and emotional to see our students who joined our DP family as teens with dreams in their eyes, graduating today as adults with conviction and beliefs in themselves. Before we begin with the event, we would like to begin with a tradition unique to our organization, the World Peace Prayer. This prayer is about invocating peace in the cosmos and within us. It is a prayer about any caste, creed, or religion. I thus request you all to join us for the World Peace Prayer.
Om Namo Jiyadya Veda Pratipadya Jaya Jaya Swasamvedya Atmarupa Devatuti Ganeshu Sakalartha Mati Prakashu Mhane Nivrittidasu Avadhari Godi Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Ishavashyamidam sarvam Yatkincha jagatyan jagat Tena tyaktena bhunjithaha Ma grudha kasya svidhanam Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat Sarvepi sukhinas santu Sarve santu niramayaha Sarve bhadrani pashyantu Ma kaschid dukkhamapnuyat Jo shanti अन्तरिक्षशान्तिः पृथिवीशान्तिः आपशान्तिः औषधयशान्तिः वनस्पतयशान्तिः विश्वेदेवाशान्तिः ब्रह्मशान्तिः सर्वशान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you all. As we all gather to bid adieu to our students on their journey, I have been given the official responsibility to welcome all present here. Head of our school, Mr. Venugopal I, Principal Middle School, Mr. Rohit Jain, Principal Primary School, Ms. Rama Shinde, IBDP Coordinator, Ms. Evelyn Sheen Singh, MYP Coordinator, Mr. Anil Ghodke, PYP Coordinator, Ms. Prasuna Vemory, and most importantly, I would like to warmly welcome all the parents, well-wishers, and friends of all our students who have joined us across the globe for this occasion. I would also like to welcome all the colleagues who have been striving to make this dream a reality. And lastly, and most importantly, I would like to welcome our graduates who are here with us. This day is for you and wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you all for joining us. Ganesh Vandana means praising Lord Ganesha and praying and requesting him to grace us so that the onward journey is one without obstacles. Lord Ganesha is also known by many names, and Vignaharta, or the remover of obstacles, is one of them. And I guess all of us would agree that we would want to send our graduates with best wishes. Here is Samara Johar bringing you the Ganesh Vandana. Thank you, Samara. That was a graceful performance. J.K. Rowling said, "We've all got both light and dark inside us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really are." On that note, we would now move to the lighting of the lamp. I would request our respected Principal Primary, Rama Ma'am, to light the lamp and pass the flame of knowledge to our students. Students, I would request you to keep your candles ready and light it when Rama Ma'am shares the flame with you. While Rama Ma'am is sharing the flame with you all, I recall Kylie Stepkowski say, "You can let the darkness swallow you whole, locking yourself in its hold, or you can be the light, defying the lies as you stand bright." Kindly reflect on this as you repeat your oath after Rama Ma'am. As you say this oath, keep your mind and heart open. We strongly believe that as you go out in the world, you are equipped with these values, the innate tools that will take you forward in life. Rama Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Sneha. Good morning, my dear children. I hope you all are ready from your bottom of your heart to administer the oath. I would like to request you all to repeat the word after me. So you will have to unmute your audio. Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. We, the students of Vishwashanti Gurukul,
The students of Vishwashanti Gurukul
do on this day,
do on this day,
15th of May 2021,
15th of May 2021,
solemnly
solemnly
vow
vow
to honor,
to honor,
respect,
respect,
and treasure
and treasure
all the values
all the values
we have acquired during our journey
we have acquired during our journey
through school.
to school.
In our lives ahead,
In our lives ahead,
we will forever strive
we will forever strive
to remain inquiring
to remain inquiring
and caring people
and caring people
who help to create
to help create
a better and more peaceful world
a better and more peaceful world
through intercultural understanding
through intercultural
understanding
understanding
and appreciation.
and appreciation.
We are
We are
always
always
respectful
respectful
to diversity
diversity
that exists in the world
that exists in the world
around us.
around us.
We promise to remain
We promise to remain
lifelong learners,
lifelong learners,
compassionate towards our elders,
passionate towards our elders,
peers, and all those
and all those
sharing the world with us.
sharing the world with us.
We will always remember that
We will always remember that
other people with their differences
with their differences
can also be right.
can also be right.
This we vow
Vow
as we leave the institution
as we leave the institution
that has inculcated these timeless values
these timeless values
that will define us in all our lives to come.
in all our lives to come.
Thank you, my dear children. God bless you. And
Thank you, ma'am.
for your further journey. Over to Sneha, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you, Rama ma'am. Thank you, Rama ma'am. Thank you as always. That was indeed heart-touching. Students, you may now blow out your candles or can switch off the source of light. Okay. Next, we will have a valedictorian, Aryam Sharma, share his thoughts on behalf of the batch of 2021. Aryam had joined the family in 2019, and I recall my first meeting when I introduced CAS to them. He was attentive, alert, and processed all the information before he raised any queries. My first impression of him was someone who was unpretentious and bright. Welcome, Aryam.
Greetings, everyone. Let me start by welcoming our teachers, faculty, students, and everyone else gathered here to celebrate this unique day. A day that we will remember all our life. But I present to you your very last challenge. That is surviving my valedictory address, of course. I exhort you to rise to the challenge because only the survivors will get to see our teachers praise us for the first time. But don't worry, I'm going to make it as short and exciting as possible. Starting with a quiz on all your favorite subjects, IB Math, Physics, and of course, Language and Literature. Well, this graduation day is unique in another sense. Today, we cannot even say that we have gathered together. Looking at each other through tiny screens would be more appropriate. This situation is indeed testimony to all the new challenges we have faced over the last 1 year. We have overcome many hurdles to get here. Stitching large godaris, also known as blankets for those who don't know. Cooking food, personally that was new to me. And sitting through IB courses, taking IB exams, and of course my personal favorite, resisting the urge to mute that one classmate who talks a lot during the online classes. But then came the mammoth of all tasks, and that was the IA. First, it was about choosing a topic for the IA. Then it was about writing the many first drafts, then writing the many second drafts, and then writing the many third drafts, and then having a paradigm shift and figuring out that it was you who chose the wrong topic. Oh, wait. That was just me. But what makes me the saddest is not being able to walk back to class with all my friends. and making notes. Or playing Superhero Atlas on the lunch table with all of my friends. Oh gosh, that last one, that one really hurt. So truly, we have been through a lot. And that makes all the difference to where and who we are today. Our successes, our failures, our mistakes, our disappointments, taking our very shaky first steps as mere babies and growing up to become teenagers on the verge of stepping out to meet the wicked wide world head on. These have shaped us to make us who we have become after 12 long years of schooling. And now that we have figured out who we are, the whys and the hows and the whats will follow. So being the first batch to do 12th grade online meant that we had little guidance from seniors or anyone else for that matter. Ergo, we were true pioneers. However, pioneers must carry a lot of weight on their shoulders. Therefore, coming out of a challenge successfully as we have had to, a pioneer means that we are true champions and true trendsetters, whose example will be followed by those who succeed us. Even in a different context, a social one, this high school batch is extremely diverse and in the most unprecedented manner. Unlike most high schools where all students belong to the same city, most of us don't. Many of us live in different countries altogether. Furthermore, many of us, including myself, only joined a year back in the 11th grade. Unfortunately, we could only enjoy about a year to sit outside the cafeteria to savor the exquisitely delicious watermelon juice / fruit juice / mocktail, as how our school puts it, and enjoy the little time we could scrape away from our busy routines. Despite this, most of us have stayed in contact during the period we were forced to stay indoors. Even someone like me, who has always socially distanced himself from social media, was able to hang out on Hangouts with my friends. So it gives me great pleasure to say that I'm very proud to have attended this school. The kind of opportunities we have received were well beyond those elsewhere, even in other IB schools. Before the pandemic, we were given the opportunity to participate in many competitions, both inside school and outside, something I had never done even after attending 7 different schools, of which most were IB. We even founded multiple clubs to explore our varied interests. I am also thankful for the school for continuing to give us quality education during the pandemic. When most schools pushed students to watch YouTube videos, our school conducted daily classes. Even at home, it felt like we were at school. The teachers, they made sure of that. They didn't want us to miss out on being screamed at, being berated, and a new joy for them, not starting the class till everyone switched their cameras on. So, well, it has been a tough one this year, not only for our students, but mostly for our teachers. It is thus my bounden duty to thank all our teachers for all they have done, which includes extra classes, solving our doubts, however silly they may have seemed to them, and giving us quality assignments for practice. They have held our hands through this tough year, guiding us, supporting us, and steering us in the right direction to push us to greater heights. For me personally, and I'm sure many others out there, it was great to have teachers actually understand me and know the real me. I'm grateful to all of them for letting me write in my own words. And although I annoyed them at times by twisting logic and writing my own theories, they appreciated my different perspectives and comprehensions of the subject. This has really helped me grow and understand that it is the confidence in one's own self that is required to succeed. And it is the confidence in one's own acumen and knowledge that is required in such a curriculum. But I must admit that the school years have been quite comfortable. But now we must look beyond the comforts of a school. A new age dawns upon us like the rising sun after a long night. As we live in these dark ages, we must mourn those that we lost in the pandemic. But we must also take hold of all the opportunities we receive as the world changes around us. We must remain courageous in face of uncertainty and also maintain diligence and exercise caution. Moving to college will surely be a new experience. However, we have worked hard and given it all to get there. So today is the day that we feel proud about what we have achieved. It is today that we will look behind and remember our fondest memories. Memories we have gathered in our hearts about school, rather than the regrets of what we lost on and could not do this year. So before I finish my speech, this behemoth of all graduation day speeches, I would like to share something with you that you can actually take away. It's a quote that I enjoyed. So whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. So go ahead, believe in yourself, and take your first step into whatever it is that you dream about. Just as when we first joined IB and believed that we could succeed, now, today, we see the fruits of that same faith. So, although I'm deeply saddened due to this abrupt ending to all our school lives, I am glad to have studied with people who continuously kept me on my toes and pushed me to score better and better. I hope to meet everyone in a future reunion, definitely in person. So thank you all for listening to me. May the force be with you and have a wonderful graduation day ceremony.
Thank you so much, Aryam. That is so well said. You just made us laugh and cry. And thank you on behalf of all the stakeholders of the school. Your speech, in fact, brought back a memory of someone say that eventually we all make our own choices, but we cannot make good decisions unless we are exposed to everything. So we do all agree that this batch are indeed true trendsetters. Thank you, Aryam. Next, we will have a valedictorian, Tejas Balaji. Tejas was our topper in MYP and joined the DP family in 2019. Tejas is a math whiz. He does believe in the adage, the best way to predict your future is to create it. What Tejas shares today would be representative of his journey in Gurukul. Welcome, Tejas.
It is truly an honor for me to deliver one of the valedictory speeches today for the class of 2021 at Vishwashanti Gurukul. I would like to begin by thanking our principal, Mr. Venugopal, our IBDP coordinator, Mrs. Evelyn Sheen Singh, and all the other teachers and staff for organizing this wonderful graduation day program for us today. The past couple of years have been filled with many interesting happenings. There have been times when we have missed sports to conduct an IA experiment, only to realize that the experimental setup needs revamping. We have spent countless hours writing MLA citations and bombarding Pradeep sir's inbox. And of course, we have had to adapt to online classes and learning. Yes, these past 2 years have been testing times for many of us, not just academically, but also socially and emotionally. The DP program and COVID-19 joined hands to create what has probably been one of the toughest years for DP students worldwide. However, embedded within these challenging years have also been experiences that many of us will cherish for months or possibly even years to come. Experiences that have defined us as individuals and shaped us to become who we are today. Experiences that have brought us together to overcome an obstacle by exhibiting teamwork or perseverance, and experiences that have brought out the best in us. If I were to pick just one experience from throughout the 2 years of DP, it would certainly be the CAS trip to Pench National Park. It was my first excursion in Gurukul, and I thoroughly enjoyed every activity organized by the school. I can almost still feel the chilly breeze of the morning forest traversing through the jungle whenever I recall memories of the trip. The late evening activities and discussions with the locals are still fresh in my memory. And I even vividly remember the pizza we were treated to on the way back home. The trip also gave me the opportunity to make and strengthen many of my friendships. In particular, I became much closer to my now best friend, Aryam. And not to forget, I'm very grateful for having had the opportunity to add more than 10 varied CAS experiences to my portfolio as the result of a 4-day exciting excursion. Another set of memories that will forever remain etched in my brain are TOK classes. At the beginning of the school year, TOK felt like a chore, a class that seemed to have no connection to whatever we studied and made us question even the subject marking schemes at times. However, as time went by, many interesting and passionate debates sprouted from our TOK classes, debates that we could truly relate to. If I were to take one learning away from TOK, it is to always consider different perspectives in all aspects of life. According to me, this is a life lesson that will not only help us in the professional world, but will also make us more open-minded when discussing sensitive topics in the future. While several of these experiences have been very rewarding, many of us would certainly feel that we missed out on the true DP and high school experience due to the sudden and prolonged shift to online classes. We may believe that the lockdown limited our ability to pursue our passions and interests, may it be academic related or on the extracurricular front. However, I certainly think that this pandemic has taught us that opportunities are plenty and that we must only keep a strong lookout for them. While we were functioning offline, many of us were unaware of the plethora of courses, internships, and community service activities that were available online. Come the pandemic, the entire world was forced to function online. And this made us realize that we can still engage in multiple interesting activities through the online platform. Hence, when opportunities may appear in different forms, we learned that they always exist. And at times, we must only put a bit of extra effort to look out for them. While the pandemic may have initially impacted our learning, our passionate and supportive community of teachers bridged these gaps by providing us with numerous online resources throughout the academic year. They went above and beyond their working hours to ensure that we had access to all the latest tools and technologies to effectively conduct our IA experiments and analyses. I also clearly recall times when I would have long conversations with teachers regarding my coursework well into the evening. No matter what time of the day it was, our teachers were highly responsive and took a lot of effort to comprehensively address all our doubts and queries. All this ensured that our learning was maximized and that we were very well prepared for the examinations despite the challenges posed by the pandemic. Thus, on behalf of our entire batch, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the DP teachers who have been excellent mentors for us for the past 2 years. I would also like to highlight that we are extremely privileged to have supportive parents who have given us the opportunity to study under one of the most reputed academic boards in the world. So thank you, parents of Gurukul, for everything you have done for us in the past 2 years. We are truly grateful for all your love and support. Before I conclude, I want to say a big thank you to my best friends, Aryam, Digvijay, and Kishan. There are many more fantastic friends that I made during my years of Gurukul, at Gurukul. In the interest of time, I am not listing down all their names and thanking them individually. If I were to do so, this process alone would go on for a few minutes. Such has been the impact of my friends on my life. I will definitely remember our memories together for years to come. To conclude my speech, I would like to congratulate our entire batch on finally making it through DP. While it has been a rough ride and has required us to persevere even in the toughest of circumstances, I am certain that our hard work will pay off rich dividends as we make the exciting transition to college. Many of us will be attending prestigious universities around the world. I wish you all the best, and I'm sure we will all make Gurukul proud in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tejas. That was so deep. And it was an excellent analysis of the real life situation that you found yourselves in. Okay, so as rightly pointed out, from what you said, it just made me think about that students are like seeds who are nurtured by the love and the trust that their parents have in them, and further strengthened by the opportunities that life provide them under the able guidance of their teachers. After such deep insights shared by Aryam and Tejas, I would like to now welcome our head of the school, Mr. I. Venugopal sir, to share his words of wisdom. What I say about sir won't be enough. Sir for us is a motivator. Sir always has a story to share to boost our morale and guide us in the right direction. He is the light that shows us the way in the dark. Venu sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Dear students, a warm welcome to you all. Thank you, parents, for entrusting us with the responsibility of grooming your precious asset. Money lost can be recovered. If character lost, it cannot be recovered. And you believing in the principles of MIT, values which were deep-rooted in MIT with Vishwanath Karad sir, our founder member, who laid emphasis on a lot of values. I still remember one day when I shared with the PYP graduation ceremony also, right? Sir one day asked me, what do you want, or how do you want Gurukulians to be groomed? I said, sir, I want them to be successful. He said, no, that's a wrong approach. Make them good human beings, they'll automatically be successful. Right. So it reminds me of one book which I was reading. It said that a PhD is essential for success. It's not a doctorate. It says about passion, hunger, and discipline. Right. You need to be passionate about what you're doing, and you need to have the hunger to improvise. But last but not the least, it's the discipline which will allow you to stay. Going to the top is not always difficult. I always say staying there is difficult. You need more. As you climb the tree, climbing a tree can take 15 minutes, but falling will not take 15 minutes, right? It is multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. So you need more concentration at the top, right? So the breeze is more at the top. So sir said that make them into a good human beings, right? That's the first thing which I would like to share, because Karad sir is not present here. So I'm just carrying forward his message. Wherever you go, some of you might be taking admission in Indian universities, some may be going abroad in different countries. Wherever you go, right, remember this of being a good human being. This year, yes, has been a pretty tough year. Unlike the last year batch, which were till March, they were on school and they had on a assessment based on IAs and everything. But this year has been, the entire Great Wall has been online. It has not been tough for students. It has been tough for the parents also. And I'm very sure even to the teachers. They do keep telling me whenever we have any meeting, they say, oh, the kids are not on the switching on the camera. So we don't know whether they're sitting there or not. That is, So let me just share, even though this may be slightly out of the way, right? You see, many of our teachers, or not many of our, a few of our teachers even lost their parents due to pandemic, right? But still, they did not miss the work. They did not miss following up with the students. Thank you, all the teachers who have sacrificed a lot, right? You see, on your personal, and still you felt that the students, see, personal life and professional life, both, they have not neglected the professional life also, and they tried their best. Whatever best possible things we can do, we have tried. It's never easy to handle. This reminds me, once I was attending one seminar at a Central Dome. One gentleman told that, see, what is it you're educating the children about, right? Whatever we study now may be outdated 20 years later, right? So what you are doing in your IB diploma may not be useful, right? See, what we have to do is we have to build your personality. We have to build your character, which is going to handle such setbacks. See, nobody in this entire world has ever expected the pandemic to strike. And I always used to envy one of my friend who works in US. He heads a software company in North America. He works from home. I always used to tell him, wow, what a life you have here. You can get up whenever you want. Yeah, you can sit wherever, everything out. The grass is always greener on the other side, right? So when the pandemic started, first 1 week was okay for us. Then we started feeling, what's the point of a school without students being inside the school, right? It has been so, majority of the teachers also, we all had to undo what we have learned in the past, and we all have to go with a internal change. It was never been easy. It was never easy. Teaching online, not interacting with, see, if motivating becomes easy when you are face to face, when you talk, because actions speak louder than words. How to handle a child, how to handle, if a child is low, how to lift his morale or spirit. It has been really, really pretty challenging year. But that's what is said in Bhagavad Gita. Change alone is the changeless law in this universe. I'll recommend all the students, whoever it is possible, right? To see, if you get an opportunity, do read Bhagavad Gita. Make it as a habit. Bhagavad Gita is not related to one religion. Let me tell you, it's a way of life. It's a way of life. How to handle things, how to handle setbacks. When I've heard Aryam, right, and Tejas, Aryam, I did not have much interaction because he has joined recently, but I've met a couple of times. Tejas, I've seen, because he was here even in our middle school, right? Maybe some other time we'll definitely have this batch. We are having a virtual graduation ceremony, but we all should plan, once things streamline, we all should plan a reunion in the school with the same batch. Later part, right, we can definitely share some lighter moments and difficult times. See, just like IB, also last year, whatever process they had, they have come with more stringent assessment process this academic year. Right, you see, I'm aware because they have been sharing with us the guidelines to Evelyn ma'am, right, how should be our predictive grades and everything, because they have also matured, or they have also standardized their process when compared to last year. We hope that you all will come out with flying colors, right? You see, all I'll say that a simple message to you all is that everyone is talking about being successful and everything. Learn to handle setbacks. I think pretty sure you all might have learned a little bit, because in the last 1 year, nobody is expected. Handling setbacks is very, very important. We may not face success every time in whatever we do. How you handle that? You see, there are two options. Either you succumb to it or you bounce back from it. The option is yours. The choice is yours. So please learn how to handle setbacks, and wherever you are going, if you are going to USA, Europe, Australia, India, wherever you are going, right, you see, stay safe. That's very important, because we as parents and teachers, we are quite far off. Don't do anything unlawful, because outside, I just heard the Norwegian Prime Minister was fined for not wearing a mask. Right? This is how the Western countries function. So discipline is very important. So don't do anything unlawful. Be safe. Right? We teachers and parents can't run from all the way. Your life is your responsibility. That's what I think IB teaches you also, right? So be safe. That's what I'll say. And follow the local rules. That's very, very important wherever you are going. Last, just before I conclude, right? I would like to share one small message to you all. the purpose of life, right? And see, once I was talking to one of our we had a Sanskrit teacher in our school, Mr. Sai Kumar. In 2006-8, he was with our school. We used to have Sanskrit as a subject. So one day I asked him, he lives in Chennai now. I gave him a call and I said that, see, I'm planning to start an NGO type of organization in our school where our alumni can be connected and take this forward. Because this is the students and I say we all are temporary here for a limited time. Organizations and schools are beyond people, right? There's the students and the NGO. I want to start something in a school which will remain forever. Then can we start an NGO and what should be the caption for it? I asked him, if at all we have to start. He said, put one simple caption. In Sanskrit, he quoted, Paropakaradam idam shariram, right? It means that this body is to the service of others. Then he gave me a very simple example. He said, when have you ever seen a tree eating its own fruit? Have you ever seen a river drinking its own water? Right, you see, the entire purpose of existence of this mankind is to serve the nature and others. Please remember this, whatever you are, we want you to be successful. And after being successful, give it back to the society. That's what we are looking at as a good human beings. And last but not the least, you see, someone said that we want, I don't know whether it is Tejas or Aryan, someone was sharing that we want to make our teachers proud. I see, we come third. There is a famous quote which says that is, Matra Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. So we come third. First is make your parents proud. Then we are automatically proud about you. Have a good life and be helpful to others. Be kind to them. Do Nishkarma. Nishkarma means that without anticipating anything in return, you should do the service. That is the pure service. All the best, children, wherever you are. We are always one call away. It's not that you have left the school or you have graduated the school. I still get messages from 2006-8 batch. Whenever they make any important, crucial life decisions, they ask us what to do. We feel very happy that we are connected. We'll be very happy to be a part of your successful journey. All the best. Take care.
Thank you so much, Venu sir. There is so much to take away from what you have said. And I'm sure the biggest takeaway for all of them is humanity and altruism. That, of course, because it's a whole entire cycle. So what we give back comes back to us. So thank you, sir, for sharing such deep thoughts. We have been very blessed when this batch walked into our lives. Never have I seen a batch with so much potential and talent all in one place. It would be unjust not to listen to them once more on the Gurukul platform, because I'm confident when we hear them next, it would be on a global platform. We would like to welcome our very first student, Gayatri Mirpuri. Gayatri will play the Calypso Kid for us. And this is what she has to say in her own words. I chose this piece because I felt drawn to it. The piece alternates between the highs and the lows, just like life. The past 8 years at Gurukul with most of you have taught me so much. The most important lesson being, be true to yourself. P.S. Calypso is also the name of a nymph that kept Odysseus on the island for 7 years. Sounds familiar? Wow, Gayatri, that was enthralling and foot tapping. Thank you so much. We now would like to give you an opportunity to hear an extraordinary classical performance by Digvijay. Digvijay says, this piece, a prelude in G harmonic minor, is an exercise in the late Baroque style composition, with elements from the early classical period sprinkled in for a novel approach to the Baroque prelude form. Let's hear Digvijay. Wow, Digvijay, that was so relaxing and soulful. Thank you so much. Before we continue to hear our other talented students, let's take a momentary break and move to the moment you have all been waiting for. That's something that Aryam said about, where we praise you, your citations. I know that the last year has been online, but in the memory of the year that you were in school with us physically, it would be great if, you raise your hand and just say present once more as I call out your name and we read your citations out. Over to you, Ginny ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sneha ma'am. Dear parents and students, I must apologize in advance. I'm already in a very nostalgic mood, especially because this calls for double celebration for me. And yeah, I just feel like, okay, I saw these kids coming in with full hope in their eyes, aspirations, and in the blink of an eye, they have all grown up and ready to go, ready to move ahead in life. So I'm sorry, I'll apologize if my voice in between, if it becomes emotional, but You've always supported me. So children, pay attention. Do not think these are praises. These are words that we really mean for you, and you are much beyond these, but with the respect of time, we had to keep it short. So here is it. The first citation is for Veer Kenjale. Veer, I hope you're paying attention. So this is what we would like to speak about you. Patient and practical. Veer is creative with Launchpad. Veer is down to earth and believe that things have a way of working out for the best. We definitely wish you all the very best, Veer. The next student for whom I would like to call out the citation for is Vedant Magar. Passionate yet easygoing. Vedant is always down for an adventure. Vedant is musical and never fails to see the silver lining. Shruti Kumari. Smart and rational, Shruti can dream up ideas that the rest of us simply cannot. She does believe that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Shreya Bachche. Dedicated and earnest, Shreya is hardworking and humble. With her diligence, she knows that perfection is not out of reach. Shivraj. Adventurous and sociable, Shivraj is always cheerful. He can surprise you with his wit at times. Shivraj prefers to see the brighter side of life. Samir. Logical and observant, Samir prides himself on his sharp intelligence. A virtuoso in many ways, he is also a poet and a rapper. He believes in the quote, "The devil is in the details, but so is salvation." Ria. Genteel and independent, Ria is emotionally strong. Very observant and insightful with an eye for detail, Ria can rise to any challenge and come out victorious. Pratik. Pratik is an artist at heart, calm and sensitive. He can surprise you with his wit. Pratik has control over any situation he finds himself and lives life on his own terms. Nandan. Intelligent, honest, and courageous, Nandan has the tenacity to follow through with his dreams and goals with his out-of-box thinking. He has the potential to take the world by storm. Malhar. Tenacious and generous, Malhar is a philosopher at heart. Smart and full of promise, Malhar is an ocean of untapped potential. Ishan. Objective and tactful, Ishan possesses a balanced temperament. He is a reflective student capable of great possibilities. Fraser. Talented and decisive, Fraser not only has bright ideas, but also the tenacity to see the execution of them through. The world is her oyster. Devansh. Astute and mature, Devansh is both sensitive and sensible. He is mindful and believes the challenges are blessings in disguise. Dipasha. Dipasha has a dream to chase and she is on her way. Persuasive and confident in all situations, she stands by her convictions all the way through. Aditya Parlekar. Ambitious and driven, Aditya believes in taking challenges head on. Ever pragmatic and level-headed, he believes in giving stress the run for its money. Adi. brilliant and pragmatic, ever ready for a good debate. Adi is a logician in the making, a musician too. The world is full of opportunities for him and is calling out to him, Carpe diem, Adi. Malvika. As graceful as a genie, Malvika is not only intelligent but also has an alluring mind. She helps strike balance between her friends and with her peaceful demeanor. Isha. Instinctive and artistic, Isha is the prima donna of her grade. She's focused and sincere and always keeps her word. She does believe that when words fail, music speaks. Jia. Astute and serious, Jia is a receptive learner. Jia is resourceful and imaginative and capable of great surprises. The sky is only her limit. Dhruv. Soft, compassionate and gentle at heart, Dhruv is a budding virtuoso. His music can take you places and his philosophical thoughts make you ruminate. Dhruv always looks for opportunities through which he can turn things around. Finally, for now, Atharva Kashiva. Creative and resourceful, Atharva has a wry sense of humor. Pragmatic yet passionate, he's strong. Thank you, Sneha ma'am. I guess we should take a pause after this to continue with the remaining performances.
Yes, Jenny ma'am. Thank you so much, Jenny ma'am, and thank you for it's valid that you are emotional and sentimental today. You have seen them. You've seen them grow. So yes. So before we continue, I would like to share a tribute to you, a doodle video by your juniors to bid farewell to you. Let's watch what they have to share. Yeah. That left a smile on your faces. But this is not it. Wait, they have more for you. Let's watch a song that they have edited and put together for you.
Take my horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche. I been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
What you up to, bro? What you been up to, Aiden? Yo, yeah. I've been dancing in my room, swaying my feet, trying to get you love and a kiss on the cheek. Cotton candy skies like I'm stuck in a dream, and I've been feeling blue. You're the one that I need. Dancing in my room, swaying my feet, trying to get you love and a kiss on the cheek. Cotton candy skies like I'm stuck in a dream, and I've been feeling blue. You're the one that I need. And baby, how you give me reasons just to fight all of my demons.
In the stars tonight, so if we bring the fire, set the night light, hey, shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Life is dynamite. Shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa.
On my way, on my way, on my way, on my way. I would like to reach out my hand, say, tell you to run. On my way, on my way. Nobody say, nobody on. Well, pick me up with golden hand. Say, tell you to run. On my way, on my way. Nobody say, nobody on. Well, I would like to hold my little.
Happy graduation, guys.
All the best for your future endeavors, guys.
We'll really miss you.
I'm sure that made you all feel nostalgic. Well, let's continue with our citations. I'm sure the rest of the students are waiting to hear what we have to say about you. So we'll continue. Okay. So the student that I would be reading out for is Aryam Sharma. Aryam is a young man with great ambitions, and he has the daring and the grit to turn them to reality. A math whiz with amazing self-motivation, he prides himself on his intellect, but has his feet firmly grounded on the ground. He's bound to great places. All the best, Aryam. Shreya Maineni, creative and poised. Shreya is extremely confident in everything that she does. She is an inborn leader and believes in focusing on her goals and not her fears. Bhakti, reflective and sensitive. Bhakti is sagacious. Sedulous and dependable, Bhakti has a good head on her shoulder. She is empathetic and likes to dream of the unknowns. Vedant Pandit, sensitive and patient, Vedant has an ability to reach great potential. He is a reflective student capable of great possibilities. Rohit, loyal and committed to a social cause, Rohit is a philanthropist at heart. A dear friend, Rohit is of cheerful disposition. Priyal, cool, calm, and collected. Priyal is talented and imaginative. A brilliant artist capable of transforming common objects into luminous arts, Priyal is a keen listener and a true friend in need. Jay Poria, gifted with a wry sense of humor and clear logic, Jay is a genius on the piano and philosopher at heart with a strong sense of fairness. His vast knowledge and linguistic flair makes him a formidable force on a debate floor. Athar Bhavke, competitive and intelligent. Athar is competitive and believes in the adage that there is victory beyond fear. Karm, He believes in what Marshall Mathers said. A normal life is boring. With his fabulous ideas and grit, Karan is bound to meet success without a doubt, undoubtedly. Arjun, eloquent and persuasive, Arjun believes that staying positive will give rise to opportunities instead of obstacles. Arjun is as cool as a cucumber and easygoing. Tushar, perpetually creative, Tushar is responsible and insightful. He is a techie at heart. Tushar has an eye for detail and a mind for fast inventions. Vedant Juneja, determined and confident. Vedant is relentless and self-willed about fitness. Vedant is patient and good-natured and never fails to amaze. Meera, helpful and determined, Meera is intuitive and resourceful. She's sublimely gifted and a friend who can always be relied on. Avinash, charming and charismatic, Avinash is a hoopster. He strongly believes that one who knows nothing can understand nothing. Arnav, friendly and amicable. Arnav likes to help others. Arnav believes in living life to the fullest. Shishir, he will surprise us with a sense of humor and his hidden potential. He's a free spirit waiting to take off to the skies. Shishir is born to fly, not walk. Vinayak, hardworking and diligent, Vinayak is a focused student. He throws his heart into everything he does. His passion for perfection will be a desired quality in the days to come. We wish him all the success. Krisha, astute and ever punctual. Krisha is meticulous in her work and a realist. A wonderful sports person who is deeply reflective and believes in challenging herself in every step she takes. Gayatri, a natural leader who is capable of holding her own ground. One can count on her to make wise decisions. Gayatri creates magical notes with her violin and is always polite in her demeanor. Gayatri is a multi-talented and a sophisticated young lady. Samarth, friendly and amicable. Samarth believes in living life to the fullest. He believes that failure is not falling down, but refusing to give up. Naishi, determined and practical, Naishi is sharp-minded and analytical. Naishi is genuinely caring and always has her friends back. Now, we'll take a break again from the citations, and we will now have a student who had surprised us with his talents 2 years back. He's a go-getter who loves to motivate us all. Let's welcome Sameer's performance with a warm applause.
The sun is shining hard down on the sand. I lift my head up, look around the land. There are demons all around. Some really large, some really small, some ugly, and all of them want my crown. But I know they will not last a single round against me. And grab a sword in my shield like Bruce Lee. I kick and slash them all back. Look at the crowd and hear them scream. Some saying I can't do this, some saying I shouldn't do this, some saying I can do this, but screw them. I am the one that's in the arena, not them. And the bigger the monster they send, the harder they go down right to their ends. And I can do what I want. 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 And no one is to scare me. No one is scaring me. Gotta let them know I'm a legend, the greatest ever. Had to let them know I'm a legend, gonna be one forever. And no one gonna scare me. No one here scaring me. I'm here with the dough, counting on the blessing left me living. It ain't on purple, when I say y'all ain't searching me. I want to stop trying to win this probably, but I'm keep trying eternity from trying to die, trying. Came a long way, certainly, and I ask if winning's my priority. No, sir, family, they don't believe. Yelling, quit lying, no one blocking the light. My vision, no cap, not giving this a harder decision. But since winning is my only religion, I'm making my life mission. Overcoming each trap, sure this isn't my last trap because it's in the end. And I can do what I want. Gotta let them know I'm a legend. Greatest ever. Had to let them know I'm a legend. Be one forever. And no one gonna scare me. No one here scaring me. I'm here with the dough, counting on my blessings as I live it off for sure. And I can do what I want. I can do what I want. I can do what I want.
Wow, Samir, that was encouraging. And I do agree that all of you can and no one should give up. We will now have an amazing performance by someone who is also a classically trained pianist, and he is very fluid. He is going to play a piece called A Walk at the Strumblehead. It was composed by Gareth Balch. Strumblehead is on the Pembrokeshire coast in South Wales. Please welcome Jay Poria. Wow, Jay, as the notes hit my ears, I was transfixed and transported to Pembrokeshire. Let's move to our citations once more. Ginny ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Sneha ma'am. I'll start with Maitreya. Maitreya, calm and affectionate, Maitreya is a dreamer of dreams. Maitreya has a heart of gold and is empathetic. Her friends can count on her in the time of need. Kishan, he has the gift of gab and is wise beyond his age. Kishan brings energy and enthusiasm to every class. Reflective and principled are his ways always. For this versatile young man, the sky is the limit. Jay Nangude. Jay. Taciturn and friendly, Jay enjoys a variety of interests. Jay is a nonconformist and independent. He prefers to do things on his own. Ishita. An inborn leader, Ishita is confident and creative. She is sensitive to people's plight and has a creative way of helping them out. Atharv Bhosle. Shy and observant, Atharv is a team player who can easily put the opponents on skates. Atharv always prefers to look at the bright side of life. Yug. Hardworking and cheerful, Yug is innovative with his ideas. Yug has an acumen for business. He takes life with a merry stride and courage. Yash, lets go of things that slows him down, and he loves to collaborate enthusiastically. Always with a pleasant smile, Yash believes that a merry heart goes all the way and a sad one tires along the way. Piyush, a skilled and gifted flutist. Piyush is Sir John Galloway of our grade. Once he sets his mind on something, there is no stopping for Piyush. He believes in the motto, he can. Abhinav, perspicacious and pragmatic, Abhinav is a natural leader and an orator. He is relentless in his efforts and will leave no stones unturned till he reaches his goal. Tushan, proud and generous, Tushan has a charming sense of humor. He shares a great camaraderie with his friends and his teammates, as he strongly believes that working together is success. Saujanya, independent and intuitive, Saujanya cherishes memories she makes. Saujanya is an artist at heart, a writer, an orator. Is there anything she can't do? Soumya, honest and ambitious, Soumya is highly communicative. She is very motivated and believes in herself rather than seeking approval externally. Peony, she is empathetic and believes in following her father's footstep of service to mankind. Peony is not only witty, but is also an excellent lead singer of the school band. Mansi, witty and brilliant, Mansi is a powerhouse of energy. She lives by the motto, no pain, no gain, and gives her 100% to all that she is committed to. Yashashri Munde, smart and adaptable, Yashashri is perseverant and possesses an impartial mind. She believes that sometimes silence is the best answer. Ved Karani, self-motivated and punctual, Ved has in-depth knowledge about his interests. Ever courteous and a true gentleman, he strongly believes that all's well that ends well. Tejas, a mathematical genius, Tejas is intelligent and insightful. He is as focused as Arjun and never takes his eye off his goal. A bright future awaits this youngster who has been the definition of an ideal student. Om Giramkar, an ardent table tennis player, Om is light-hearted and cheerful in his disposition. He takes life with a merry stride and believes that the universe will provide everything he needs. Nitya Lakshmi, cheerful and creative, Nitya Lakshmi has a sweet disposition. Nitya Lakshmi is dexterous, she is generous, and is truly a friend in need and a musician at heart. Muhammad, jovial and quirky, Muhammad is industrious. He is hardworking and a true friend in need. Muhammad has big plans for his life and is very ambitious. Jemima, a girl with a shy smile, a warm and caring disposition. Jemima is a Sufilist at heart. She works well with her peers and is expressive with her ideas. Before I read out this citation, I must actually give credits to Miss Evelyn ma'am and of course Neha ma'am also for bringing out the best citation possible for Digvijay. And yeah, here it is, Digvijay. I'm trying to attempt the difficult. To match his versatility, only a string of sesquipedalian adjectives would do. He enlivens the class with his witty perspicacity, his floxy-noxy nihilipilifications of intellectual lethargy makes him a hawk-eye critic. He loves Baroque and would prefer to parley with Sophocles and Socrates. Digvijay is a visionary ahead of his times. I apologize if I could not read that out correctly, Evelyn ma'am. And I hope you'll excuse me, Digvijay, too. Thank you, Sneha ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Jenny ma'am. Okay, so we will now have Peony and Nitalakshmi singing to us of Million Dreams that no doubt keeps all of you awake.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build, every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I've compiled, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our mind. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you bring me along to the world you see, to the world we close our eyes to sleep, and close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head, a million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what
Thank you, Peony and Nityalakshmi. That was beautiful. And I do agree that we should have a million dreams for our future and be confident that if we work hard, they will come true. I would now like to present to you someone who has enchanted us with his talent, someone who can play soulful music that touches directly our hearts. Let's give it up for Piyush Chaudhary. Wow, Piyush, that was an amazing medley where you didn't miss a single note. You and your music will be truly missed by all of us. Even the Gurukul hallways are going to miss listening to the tones of your music. We will now move to the last bit of citations that we have before we continue with the rest of the performances. Aditya Raj Amle, loyal and charismatic, Aditya Raj effortlessly dances through the defense. He shares a good rapport with his peers. Aditya Raj Gore, intellectual and social, Aditya Raj is an expert communicator. He is a passionate biker and a daredevil at heart. Veer Sitapara, logical and full of strategies, Veer perseveres to the end. Veer is self-engrossed and happy-go-lucky student who takes chances through the sunshine and rain. Shruti Sridhar, assertive and friendly. Shruti is an independent learner. She always has a cheerful smile that would brighten your day. She's confident and always puts her best foot forward. Samara, An enthusiastic and a graceful dancer, Samara is a patient listener. Samara is capable of great transformations through consistent efforts. Sachi, capable and creative. Sachi is an artist at heart. She is grounded and is insightful. She is always compassionate and a true friend in need. Next, we have Richa. A passionate speaker, Richa has great aspirations to bring positive change. She has special interest in music. She approaches life with complete belief in universal good. Prachi, caring and empathetic. Prachi is friendly. She's selfless and always puts the needs of others before her. She approaches life with a cool head. Om Gule. As still as a lake, Om is grounded in his approach to life. He seeks light in the darkness and never fails to surprise. Ritik. Good-natured and hardworking, Ritik is goal-oriented. He is passionate about the things he takes up. Ritik shares a good rapport with his peers. He's a sponge for new ideas. Diya. Intellectual, organized, and always compassionate, Diya is a true friend in need. Though contemplative, she maintains a very peaceful demeanor. Chandan. Patient and capable, Chandan is a silent worker who thinks with his heart. He approaches life with calmness and poise and is meant to stand out. Athar Walke. Friendly and funny, Athar is a sports nut. Athar has a magnanimous approach to life. He has a cheerful disposition and never fails to see the silver lining. Meet. Unpretentious and methodical, Meet has a good sense of humor. He is an intelligent individual who is sincere in his approach to life and does believe in keeping his friends close. Suhani. Enterprising and resourceful, Suhani is creative when she pursues knowledge. She is persistent and never gives up on her goals. Shivam. Zesty and energetic. Shivam is a passionate footballer and sports enthusiast. Strong in his conventions and outspoken, we wish Shivam success in all his endeavors. Emmanuel. Quick-witted and humorous, Emmanuel is a good friend and always emotionally available. He is street smart and resourceful and never fails to amaze. Zara. Artistically driven, brimming with ideas and perseverance, Zara is a vivacious rock star. She approaches life with a bright smile. Pranit. Adaptable and determined, Pranit is a techie at heart. He is amiable and has many hidden talents. He is a merry blend of idealism and pragmatism. Milind. Calm and collected. Milind is always polite in his demeanor. He has a lot of untapped potential. Without a doubt, he will meet success in all areas of life. Heth. Talented and truly gifted, Heth is a musician at heart. He has many interests that he pursues and believes in taking challenges head on. He is a gadget head. Neha. Highly determined and straight up honest, Neha is extremely dependable. Neha is a terra firma of her grade who can be counted on through thick and thin. Soham. Genuine and always the one to take initiative is the trademark that Soham carries off effortlessly. Soham is caring and sensitive to his peers. He is sharp where details are concerned and is sure to excel with his hard work and amiable nature. Kaustubh. Relentless and self-willed, Kaustubh is diplomatic. He is a pacifist in hearts of his hearts and is a technophile. He likes to live a simple but fun life. And lastly, Monish Thakur. Playful and generous, Monish is a sports nut. He shares a good rapport with his peers and is happy-go-lucky. He believes in taking chances through sunshine and rain. We now have the last few jewels who will be playing for us. Let's give a warm applause for someone who's melodious and can keep you captivated by a beautiful and an inspirational song. Never lose your sense of wonder. Welcome, Isha.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Time is a wheel in constant motion, always pulling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Time is a wheel in constant motion, always pulling us along. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you dance.
Wow, Isha, I have goosebumps on my arms, and I do really hope in hearts of my hearts that you all never lose your sense of wonder, that all of you do remember that nothing is more important in this world than to keep trying. And with that, we come to our very last performance of the day. This is someone who has the power to enchant us with the sweet composition he creates. Let's give a warm round of applause for Dhruv Ganguly, who's playing My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Right, so I thought that this song is the most suitable for this occasion, so here's My Way by Frank Sinatra. Hope you enjoy. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway. More, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway. But more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. But now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and are the words of one who kneels. The records show I took the blows and did it my way. Thank you.
Dhruv, that is an amazing and an apt choice and straight from the heart, and has left many of our eyes moist. Thank you once again to all the students. As I said, I'm sure the next time we hear you, it would be on a global platform. It is often said that you need an eye of a jeweler to identify the diamonds. Let's welcome Evelyn ma'am, who has the sharp eye to see beneath and extract the best with her warmth and compassion. Evelyn ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Sneha. So for once, I think I have a lot of things to say, so I don't want to ramble on and on. So I've written down what I want to say. But before that, I would like to thank all the parents, all the students for being patiently staying here with us and not logging off and disappearing, because it's very easy to do that nowadays. But thank you for being there. It really means a lot to us. So I congratulate the batch of 2021. Whatever be the results, we are proud of you, and you have achieved a lot by surviving this far over the 2 years. So congratulations. A lot of parents were asking me, but the results are not out. Why are we having the graduation day? I think what we should celebrate is also the journey, the learning that they have done so far, and the efforts that they have put so far. So class of 2021, how about one last English class? Are you all ready for it? Okay, so the global issue that I have chosen for today's class is social isolation. don't worry, I'm not going to show you a YouTube video, or I'm not going to send a advertisement from 1940 and ask you to comment on it. But one thing that I want to share with all of you is that you all must have done the statistics, and I'm sure Kishan will pull out some statistics within 2 minutes if I ask, and someone else will pull out something to contradict Kishan immediately. That has been our English class for 2 years, right? So, but yeah, statistics say that social isolation is one of the biggest killers, more than obesity, more than heart issues, but social isolation or loneliness. Statistics also say that loneliness is the biggest product or the biggest insecurity which people use for marketing, right? So that's what I want to talk about today. So when we are in this online setup, all of us behind the screen, it's quite easy to ignore our friends, right? It's quite easy to mute someone. It's quite easy to mute yourself, switch off your camera. It's quite easy not to look at your phone, pick up your phone. And we have enough reasons for that because we are so busy, right? We have so many things to do. But over this year, I have seen that many of you, not just students, but teachers also, we have been suffering from this kind of social isolation, right? So how do we deal with it? What do we do about it? I'm not going to give you a TED talk on it. I'm not going to give you to-do things, but just what I have been trying to do. One thing is, I by nature, I'm not someone who would go out and talk to someone without reason. I prefer my own company, like probably what Aryan said. But then since last March, since the time we have all gone online, I have been making an attempt to reach out to people, to tell them how much they matter to me, and to tell them that what they do means a lot to me. So I recommend that you all do that too. Value the human relationships in your life, because that is what you're going to be taking ahead with you in the time to come. You may forget TOK, you may forget areas of knowledge, ways of knowing, you may forget the extended essay assessment criterion. Of course, you're not expected to remember that, but don't forget the human relationships that you have developed through this year, the friends you have made, the contacts that you have created. Try to turn those acquaintances into friends in these few days that are left before you all fly away to college. Give some thought to that. And to do that, I think one thing which we have to do is to forgive and forget, right? We need to forgive and forget. Forgiving, we all feel really nice. Neha ma'am always says that true altruism does not exist, right? The psychology students will agree with me, right? But I think when we forgive, that is one of the biggest generosity of the human heart, to forgive someone for the foibles that they do, because there will come a time in life when we might need forgiveness from other people. So as you sow, so you reap. I really strongly believe in that. So I think take some time. If a harsh word has been said, someone has said a harsh word to you, go back and forgive that person. Today, when you all were taking the oath with Rama ma'am, I got a little scared. The reason was you all sounded so sweet, like little children. And I was wondering, these people are going to graduate and go out to college and live on their own. And it filled my heart with fear. But then when I heard all your performances and when I heard Aryan and Tejas speak, it assured me that in many ways you guys are more mature than what I am today. So at this stage, I wish I knew these things that I know now much earlier in life, and you all have put it in beautiful words, right? So so be a good friend. That's all I would like to tell you all. Have your friends back and acknowledge each other's perspectives. Remember, you have taken an oath today. You have decided, you have said that people with different perspectives can also be right. So a person need not always agree with you to be on your side, right? So we need multiple perspectives. And that is one thing which I have learned from my English class. Whenever I ask them, what do you think about this? 33 hands will go up and there will be 33 different opinions. So, and sometimes I totally don't agree with what they say, but then if it makes sense, I go back and I reflect on it, and I do think that, okay, so I believe that it's not just us teachers who teach you all, it is you guys who also teach us. And having taught you all for 2 years, I think each one of us are a different person in some aspect, however big or however small. And with that, I stop. My last thing is, you people have been really brave. So all of you can pat your back and also pat the backs of your parents, because they were with you. They were your teachers too this year for 1 year. It was not just us who was teaching you, but the parents who have supported us tremendously this year. We might have annoyed you all and bothered you all that can you please remind your ward to send the submission. We are deeply sorry for that. But then I think all of you parents, hats off to you all for your patience. Having a teenager at home can be a challenge at times. We understand that, but you all have done a wonderful job. So thank you so much, dear parents and students. I would hands down say that you all have been one of the bravest batch and we'll never forget you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Evelyn ma'am, for your words of encouragement, and ma'am has said it all. Now we move to the part that you may be eagerly awaiting for, as you may have heard from some of your classmates who've had their siblings as seniors in our school. No graduation day is complete without us saying sayonara in our own artistic way. A little something from us to you.
Haven't always been this way. I wasn't born a renegade. I felt alone, still feel afraid. I stumble through it anyway. I wish someone would have told me that this life is ours to choose. No one's handing you the keys or a book with all the rules. The little that I know I'll tell you. When they dress you up in lies and you're left naked with the truth, you throw your head back and you spin in the wind. Let the walls crack, cause it lets the light in. Let them drag you through hell. They can't tell you to change who you are. That's all I know so far. And when the storm's out, you run in the rain. Put your sword down, dive right into the pain. Stay unfiltered and loud. You'll be proud of that skin full of scars. That's all I know so far. That's all I know so far.
Hey you used to feel light as a feather. Now every plate you're spinning's about to drop. Hey you get so worried about the weather. Yeah, the pressure in your head's about to pop. Don't you worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow worry about itself. Take the trouble that you've borrowed, throw it right back on the shelf. Don't sweat it, I know you won't regret it. Just go on and forget it. Don't let it run away with your life. Don't sweat it, he meant it when he said it. He's always in control, let it go, leave your worries behind. Don't sweat it, don't sweat it. Hey you, I know you're scared to take a step. You think that floor beneath your feet is gonna give. Hey you, I think it's time to take a swing. Cause if you never swing, you'll never get ahead. Don't you worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow worry about itself. Take the trouble that you've borrowed, throw it right back on the shelf. Don't sweat it, I know you won't regret it. Just go on and forget it. Don't let it run away with your life. Don't sweat it, he meant it when he said it. He's always in control, let it go, leave your worries behind. Don't sweat it, don't sweat it. When your worry gets high, till your worry get low, it's gonna be alright. You just got
get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter, no matter how bad you wanna just fall flat on your face. Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps long as you feel them. To the day that I drop, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in webs, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, the penicillin could not get the illin to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take hello, can you hear me? I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new.
I've been dreaming friendly faces. I've got so much time to kill. Just imagine people laughing. I know someday we will. And even if it's far away, get me through another day. Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine. From a distance, all these mountains are just some tiny hills. Wildflowers, they keep living high. Oh, they're just there and still. I've been missing yesterday, but what if there's a better place? Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine. La la Cover me in sunshine, shower me with good times. Tell me that the world's been spinning since the beginning, and everything will be alright. Cover me in sunshine.
Wow, what a journey this has been. I'm sure many of you all have smiles and some tears in your eyes too. I would now like to offer my vote of thanks. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked hard to make the graduation day a reality and your real life situation. An event like this cannot happen overnight and takes months of planning. We have been lucky to be backed up by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff A special mention to Jaya ma'am, Janki ma'am, Ginny ma'am, Jayanta sir, Pramod sir, and Evelyn ma'am, of course. No successful event can take place without the support of our head of the school, Venugopal sir, and our respected principals and coordinators for being the motivating factor that stimulated us to do our best and for always having our backs. With a deep sense of appreciation, I would like to thank our loving teachers for their untiring efforts to make this event possible. Our sincere gratitude to all the parents who knew how to create their own bio bubbles way before it was adapted by IPL to give you, the students, a rock solid support during these challenging times. A quick thank you to the DP1 students for all their performances and to all my DP2 students for fantastic performances that made us smile today. A very big thank you also to all the true pioneers as pointed by Aryam for making this graduation memorable. Signing off with a quote by Peter Marshalls. When we long for life without difficulties, remind us that oaks grow strong in contrary winds and diamonds are made under pressure. So keep shining. Thank you and have a good day.